Yo, what's good, fam? It's your man Jay, back with another episode of Evolutionary Comics. And what's going on with you? What's going on with me? Oh man, this is it's hectic. I am coming down to the last 30 days of living where I live currently. All of this behind me is on the verge of being packed up. We're going to be moving soon, and hopefully, the space is going to be a little bit bigger. I'm not sure yet. You know, everything it looks different when you look at something that has nothing in it. That looks so big, but then when you start putting stuff in it, then it's like a little bit smaller or whatever. No diddy. But anyway, so in the midst of packing and trying to reorganize stuff, I got all my books all packed up. My regular books, they're packed up and in some heavy ass totes. And yes, I do hire movers whenever we do move. This is gonna be actually our second move in 10 years, and so it's time to find another location, another spot for the Bat Cave. But yeah, that's what I got going on, and I went and picked up some stuff today. I always got to hit up Emerald City Comics in Clearwater, Florida, and go see my girl Kat, and go see my girl Natalie, and the rest of the gang there, and pick up some new comic books. Because coincidentally, if you didn't know, today is New Comic Book Day. So some new comic books came out. I've gotten my pull list down a lot. It used to be I was spending close to like $80 to $100 a week. Now finances are a little bit tighter. The economy is a little bit crazier. Gas prices are still out of this world, and so the only smart thing, the only economically sound thing to do is cut down on your hobbies a little bit. I don't sell comics, so I'm not and I'm not big enough for YouTubers for. I know somebody was like, make your hobbies pay for themselves. I haven't got to that point yet. So anyway, smaller pull list, basically. So without further ado, without all that chit chatting, let's get it. All right, so I not only picked up. Let me correct my vernacular. I not only have picked up a couple of books today, but I got some mail. And I love to make these videos when I get stuff in the mail. And I'll give you a hint. It came from Solid Comics. And if you know who Solid Comics is and know where that is, right now, go ahead and say that. You might win something. All right, but that's what's up. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you something I picked up a couple weeks ago that I forgot to show you guys. Something that's on my most wanted list. Not exactly, but exactly. Anyway, so the first book I picked up was purely a cover buy. I think this is a one-shot, but this is Star Wars Rogue One with the Saw Gerrera, and it has my man on it, Forrest Whitaker. So this says the 10th anniversary Rogue One. I don't really know too much. I saw this character in one of the movies or one of the shows. I don't know too much about it, but I do like Forrest Whitaker. And so I decided to go ahead and pick this up and check this out, because I think that's a hell of a dope cover, especially with my man Forrest on the cover. Next thing I picked up was the official guidebook, issue number 4 from Image Comics. This is Ghost Machine, from Ghost Machine. This is Rook Exodus. If you watched some of my videos earlier, you know that Rook Exodus is one of my favorite series. Basically, it's about these people that ended up on this planet where the Earth was deteriorating, and they tried to move everybody to another planet and create a new civilization. They had these guys called Wardens. They wear these helmets where they commune with the animals and everything. Things went haywire. The machine, the world engine that was supposed to be kind of regulating everything went just, I don't know, something happened. It broke. Shit broke down. I don't know. They, need to call MacGyver or somebody. But anyway, the guy that was supposed to be fixing it, I think that's him right here. But he's like, he's lost his mind a little bit. He's a super genius engineer who's kind of lost touch with reality. These helmets kind of do that to him. So anyway, they're trying to, get him to come back to himself so he can fix the world engine so they can all survive. Because without the world engine, they're all going to perish. But anyway, this is the official guidebook. And I guess this shows, yep, this is my first time opening it. But yeah, so these have been coming out for the different Ghost Machine properties. And it basically is telling what each character is, who each character is, and a little bit more about them and everything like that. So that's pretty dope. I like that. And I think the next one that's going to come out of this is going to be Hyde Street. That's another favorite series that I'm checking out. You guys definitely check that out. It's by Jeff Johns, Peter J. Tomasi, Jason Fabic. That's the other guy that I was thinking of, and Brad Anderson. So y'all definitely check that out. It's a really good story. All of those are good stories. So yeah, pick it up, pick it up. All right, so next up, I got my girl, Green Lantern, Sojourner Mullen. This is Absolute Green Lantern, and this is number 16. And this cover is by Eric Kennett, so Canete, I think that's how you say it. But it's another cool cover with my girl on there, Green Lantern Joe. And I haven't, it's been, some time since the last one. I have been reading the series. I did read issue 15. I just don't remember what the hell happened. Wasn't memorable, but it's Green Lantern Joe, so I'm gonna keep on rocking with it. The next thing I picked up was this Comics the Magazine. This is issue number 5, and definitely gonna keep picking up these because I like people to write about different things and different interest in it. So they have some articles. This one has an Alex Ross article in it. What else we got going on in this thing? A little something about Todd McFarlane, see Todd, buy Todd, whatever. Yeah, so they got some ads in here, kind of let you know what else is going on. Got a mailroom list, some Mark Spears stuff. If you don't know, this cover is a Mark Spears Monsters cover, and they've been doing this one thing though, where they have the top 10 cover artists, the top 10 interior artists, top 10 writers. And real quick scan. Yep, so my beef with this list is, again, there's no black writers or black artists on any of these lists. And I got a problem with that because Sanford Green is one of the top artists in the game. He is one of the top artists, period. And he's my GOAT, and he's not on this list. And I think what it is, and I'm not going to shade them too bad because I do think that they state that basically what's going on is that they're going by the sales numbers, and that's how they're coming to their conclusions. But we all know that, a cover, somebody may have one of the dopest covers out for the year, and if the book isn't, up to par, then it's not going to appear on this list. So maybe I'm going to go ahead and revamp this list, and we'll talk about it in the future. But yeah. Next up is from the Spawn universe. Speaking of Todd McFarlane, this is Sam and Twitch Case Files, and I'm loving this series as well. This one is written by, I think it's what's his name, Thomas Healy. The additional script by Todd McFarlane. The artwork is by Vaughn Randall. So nothing spectacular on the cover with this one, but it's pretty solid for the series. But this is a great series. Sam and Twitch, they appeared in Spawn issue number 1, right along when Spawn came out. They're the detectives that's in the Spawn universe. It's always trying to figure out what the hell is going on with all these other creatures that are, creating so much havoc. All right, so next is one of my favorite series again. I got a lot of favorite series, but this is the Tales of the Shadow Man by AJ Ampadu, and I'm loving this series as well. This is all of these series that I'm picking up. I'm really digging them. So I'm really into this story. So this is going to be part 1 of 2. And basically, each time they go into something else, they kind of renumber it for some reason. I'm not sure why they do that, but, that's their thing. This one is going to be, looks like it's going to be a little bit punk. What's her name? Punk something. I can't remember whatever her last name was. Punk Mambo, that's it. Punk Mambo. This one looks like it's heavy Punk Mambo as far as the storyline, and I don't know what else is going on with it, but it doesn't come out quick enough for me. I really like the series. I like AJ Ampado's writing. I've been digging the artwork. I'll show you guys some of the artwork in here. So I'm loving the artwork as well, but it's just not coming out fast enough for me to like remember everything. And you know, it's Legacy of Leroy. So Leroy is another Shadow Man. If you know, the original Shadow Man, Jack Boniface, he's still, you know, Shadow Man, but for a brief time, this guy Leroy became the Shadow Man. I want to say he was like, you know, killing people or something like that. I really don't remember, but I do know of his existence. So it's going to be an interesting read for that part. So yeah, so I'm anxious to check that out too. And if you see behind me, bring it up closer. So I talked about this and I made a couple videos. I just haven't edited them and put them out. But I did one for the unboxing of this. This is the draft night kit. So I did unboxing for this. I didn't do a real draft because I did it by myself. But I showed, you know, some of the cards that I picked out. And I got stacks all over the place here. Then I also picked up the, what do you call it? I'm not sure what this is called either, but the Commander deck. So I picked up the Black Panther Commander deck as well. And this one was heavily infused with Black Panther lore, stuff like that, you know, all of these cards. But I also have been picking up, thanks to my girl Kat, she has been on the lookout for special cards from Black Panther, mostly, you know, black centric, mostly black characters. That's what I told her that I wanted. So she's been looking out for Monica Rambeau. She's been looking out for Misty Knight for me. I didn't tell her Luke Cage, but, you know, those are all things that I want to have because I don't even know if I'm going to actually play the game. Like, I've been, you know, listening and trying to learn, but I'm so caught up in a whole lot of other stuff with this move, with life, doing other stuff that, you know, I just really haven't had time to focus on that and actually go. Because I know at Emerald City on Friday nights, I think that's what's considered game night. So if you're in the area and you're into these games, Marvel the Gathering and other type games like that, you can hit them up. I think they start like maybe around 6 o'clock or something like that. Just stop in and, you know, they'll welcome you and, you know, you can get your game in. But for right now, for me, I'm just collecting. I'm collecting the stuff. So, and I'm going to show you guys some of the cards that I picked up. Like I said, I picked up my girl Monica Rambeau. Hope that's focusing in. Of course, I got my Black Panther, T'Challa. This one is just the regular, the foil, the legendary creature, human noble hero. Then I picked up this one on extra as a single. And this one is Black Panther's Redirection. So this is from, I think, the Volume 2 covers. Not Volume 2, maybe Volume 3. I can't remember which, but that's one of the covers right there of an actual Black Panther book. But I got, you know, the Claws, the Vanguard. I got Bast. She's just a regular foil. I got T'Chaka, the Venerable King. I got this basic Storm one. I don't know if the camera is focusing on that. What else I got here? I got Shuri. I got Okoye. So, yeah. But what I picked up today, Kat pulled and held aside for me. And this is, to me, this is a big one. This is probably the most expensive card that I have. But this is T'Challa's Protection. And that is from the Fantastic Four issue number 52. The original first appearance of Black Panther. But this is the cover from it. So glad to have that in the collection, you know, and hopefully I'll be able to collect a lot of the other ones as well. All right, so something else. This is something that I bought about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. But this is Iron Man, Invincible Iron Man #7, and this is, I believe, this is the second or third printing. I'm not sure, but it's not the first printing. I do know that because of the colors. But I picked up this, and it's a 9.6, which, if you know me, I don't really care too much about the grades, because a 9.6, there's very, very, very small differences between a 9.6 and a 9.8, and I'm not one of those people that go crazy over, because I do know, I have that innate knowledge of what's a 9.6 and what's a 9.8 and what's a 9.9 and what's a 10. I know what the grade should be, but picked this one up because I didn't have a first issue of Riri Williams, but now I do. So I'm happy to have that to the collection, and she goes in the pile of all my first appearance for the Black female heroes. The Black women, I think my goal is to have all of the namesake ones have the first appearance of all of them. So that's something that I want for my collection as well. So yeah, I thought that was dope. And then my mail. So picked up this. All right, so I got some mail. Like I told you, I got this from Solid Comics, and it's something that I had been wanting, and I mentioned it on another occasion when I got the first part of this shipment. But this is from Mr. David F. Walker. If you don't know where Solid Comics is, what that is, but I think that's his imprint. I think that's what you would call it. I'm not sure, but I know when I see Solid Comics that I know it's a package from Mr. David F. Walker. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, because I was like, man, I hope that I get my copy. I see everybody else showing theirs off, posting it and everything. And I wanted to post the whole package, but I wanted this book to go with it, because I wanted everybody to know that I got one too. But yeah, so anyway, thank you again, sir. I appreciate you. And never doubt it. I knew it was gonna come through. And this is the Monster of Blackenstyne, not to be confused with Blackenstyne. Blackenstyne? Yeah, I don't know which one. I don't know the pronunciation. But this is the Sanford Green cover. So this is, I think in my previous video I got it confused with the black and white issue, the silent issue, and was thinking that. But I knew better. But it was like, when you're on video, sometimes you'd be talking and your brain is going and you're thinking about 1,000 different things. But this is the one that I wanted. So this is definitely worth the wait. Happy to have this one. Super happy to get it. And thank you again, Mr. Walker. Appreciate it. And for the book itself, it's a dope book. It's a dope read. It's what I'm used to from Mr. David F. Walker, because a lot of his stuff, he's just like, Sanford Green. I feel like Sanford Green's a GOAT. I feel like David F. Walker's a GOAT. He's been in the game for a minute. And everything he puts out for me, it hits, because it's a hit. So it's like almost like Jay-Z records. Whatever he puts out, it's gonna be a hit. So I was super happy to get this one. I love the story. Definitely would love to see more of it. But show you some of the interiors. I ain't gonna play around with this one, because I want this one to stay in this pristine condition that it's in. I just want to show you guys a little bit. Some of the artwork. It's fire. It's fire. So my man was definitely cooking. Jaguar Jackson in the back. My other cousin. So yeah, so this is what I had been waiting for. This came in the mail. Super happy about this. I'm actually going to keep this bag because it feels a little bit thicker, but I'm going to rebag and board it and make sure that it's all nice, safe, and sound. And yeah, so that's what I picked up this week, man. I've been, digging in the crates a little bit, seeing what's coming out. I'm kind of anxious for that. I'm kind of anxious for the midnight event with Marvel, where they're supposed to kind of throw the characters into like a horror situation. Definitely want to see that, especially the Black Panther Blood Hunt series, and with Cheryl Lynn Eaton. I'm like, where's she at? Where's she at? Is she not I mean, is she coming back to comics? Somebody shoot me her numbers, shoot me her Instagram, send me something, because I would love to talk with her. Like, if that would be my dream, for me to do my first interview, my first official interview, if I could interview her, because I may be in the, you know, the minority, I may be in a small percentage, but her writing on that story, that particular series, propelled her into the upper echelon of writers for me. And you know, some people may be like, you know, what are you looking for? Look, she hit all the keys for me for that story, and I feel like her and the atmosphere, the what Cheryl, between her and what Eve L. Hewing created, you know, in her story and her run, for me, those right there, like, if they continue with that, you know, that's what Black Panther is lacking. That's what's lacking. I love Brian Hill's version and everything, but the way both of them like created an extra character here and there, they gave you more of the scene, let you know about, you know, what was going on around the characters and everything. So that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to. And I don't know what's up with Marvel. They like dancing around in circles, and they, you know, keep shuffling the same people in front of us, and then telling us, you know, that we should be interested because, hey, we're doing this alternate universe stuff. But let's do the 616 and get things popping, get it in the right direction. Let's do that, and you know, keep us interested. Everybody was on DC with the DC so white thing, and I do get that, and I definitely understand. But Marvel, y'all ain't off the hook either. Y'all got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? You got some explaining to do, Lucy. So yeah, so that's just my little 2 cents. Like I said, I've been collecting these Marvel the Gathering superheroes cards, and this is what's been going on with me. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what's been going on with you. And you know, as always, like, comment, subscribe, continue to evolve. As always, it's your man Jay, and this is a quick one. So peace. I'll let your boy.